My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen. In the quiet space of your heart, where the clamor of the world ceases to be, there lies a gentle whisper, a call that speaks of truths beyond the glitter of fleeting accomplishments and the superficial allure of worldly rewards. I have watched you from afar, witnessing the restless pace at which you run, the unyielding search for success, approval, money, love, and comfort. You have believed that these things, these temporary prizes of existence, will one day fill the gaping void inside you. Yet no matter how fervently you chase them, a deep emptiness remains, an ache that cannot be soothed by material gain or shallow validation. Your soul is not made for the transient echoes of applause, nor for the glitter of riches that fade like morning dew. Instead, it was crafted for something eternal, a love that endures beyond the ephemeral and the temporal. I see you striving in vain, reaching out toward that elusive more that the world promises but cannot deliver. You long for wholeness and fulfillment, yet in your quest, you are chasing after illusions that vanish with the wind. Look around you. The transient nature of every earthly desire is unmistakable. The praise that fills your ears today is but a whisper in the halls of eternity. The wealth you amass, the honors you earn, even the love that is given so fleetingly, are like shadows on the wall. They come and go, leaving you with only the echo of what once was. And so the restless quest for satisfaction turns into a perpetual chase, a race without a finish line, where the finish is forever out of reach. Consider this. What will it profit you to gain the whole world if, in doing so, you lose the very essence of your being? Your heart, designed to know a love that transcends time and space, longs for a connection that no human endeavor can provide. You are pouring your energy into pursuits that crumble under the weight of their own impermanence. The things you chase are mere illusions. They promise delight, but leave behind only the dust of unfulfilled longing. I urge you, my precious one, to turn back from the endless pursuit of that which cannot truly satisfy. Turn back now, while there is still time, and allow yourself to be embraced by a love that is as deep as the ocean and as enduring as the mountains. Cast aside the burdens of striving for what cannot last. Do not be deceived by the transient glories of this world. They are but mirages in the desert of your soul. Imagine a life where your worth is not measured by the accolades of society or the fleeting approval of others. Picture a life where your heart is nourished by a presence that neither falters nor fades, a presence that is always with you through the storms and the calms alike. This is the promise I extend to you, a life of true joy, a joy that is not momentary but eternal. A life of purpose that is not defined by mere existence, but by a deep, abiding connection with me. For too long, you have believed that the solution to your emptiness lies in the accumulation of things. But the truth is, the treasures of this world are but dust, fleeting and insubstantial. The love I offer is the only treasure that endures, a light that never dims, a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is a peace that fills every crevice of your being, mending the broken pieces of your heart and igniting a flame that can never be extinguished. I call you to a transformation, a rebirth of your spirit. This is not a call to abandon ambition or to forsake the joys of life, but rather a call to realign your heart with what is truly important. The chase for temporary pleasures has left you weary and hollow. Now is the time to let go of that exhausting pursuit and to embrace a different way of living, a way that is grounded in the eternal love and unwavering presence that I offer. Consider the stillness of a quiet morning, the gentle hum of nature, and the soft murmur of a prayer that rises from the depths of your soul. In these moments, you are reminded that true fulfillment is not found in the hustle and bustle of the world, but in the serene embrace of a love that has always been with you. This love is not conditional upon your achievements or the standards of society. It is a gift freely given, a grace that envelops you no matter where you are on your journey. You have been seeking answers in the wrong places, my child. The world's promises are as fleeting as the wind. Yet there is a constant, unwavering presence that remains when all else has faded away. That presence is me, the source of all true life and joy. I beckon you to step away from the distractions, to silence the noise that drowns out my call, and to open your heart to the invitation that has been extended to you from the very beginning. Now, I invite you to pause and engage in a simple yet profound conversation with me. Just for 2 minutes, set aside the clutter of your thoughts and allow your inner voice to speak. Listen, not with your ears alone, but with the entirety of your being. In that sacred moment of stillness, share your fears, your doubts, your hopes, and your desires. Lay them before me, and trust that in doing so, you are beginning the journey back to a place of true rest and renewal. It is in these moments of honest dialogue that the seeds of transformation are sown. The conversation you have with me is not a one-time event. It is the beginning of a continuous relationship, a relationship that will sustain you through life's challenges and joys alike. With every word you speak, let go of the burdens that weigh you down and allow my peace to fill the space where worry and fear once resided. I bless you today, my dear child, with a peace that defies the circumstances of the world. This peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of a divine assurance that nothing can ever truly separate you from my love. In moments of despair, when the weight of the world seems unbearable, remember that you are never alone. My presence is with you, steady, unchanging, and all-encompassing. Imagine a life where the storms of doubt and uncertainty are calmed by an inner strength, a life where the relentless pursuit of validation is replaced by the quiet confidence of being loved unconditionally. This is the life I offer you, a life where every step is guided by the light of my grace, where every breath is a reminder of the infinite love that sustains you. The path back to wholeness is not paved with worldly achievements or the fleeting highs of temporary pleasure. It is a path that leads inward, toward the core of your very being, where my love resides in its purest form. Along this path, you will encounter moments of profound realization, a sudden clarity that reveals the truth behind the illusions you once pursued. In the quiet moments of reflection, you will come to understand that the emptiness you feel is not a flaw or a failing, but a sign pointing you toward a deeper need, a need for connection with the divine. It is a call to awaken to the realization that your life is not meant to be a ceaseless quest for more, but a journey of discovery, a journey toward embracing the fullness of my presence. There will be times when the journey feels arduous, when the shadows of doubt obscure the way forward. Yet even in those moments, know that I am with you, holding you in the tender embrace of my love. Every step you take, no matter how faltering, is a step toward reclaiming the truth of who you are, a beloved child, cherished beyond measure. As you contemplate the pursuits that have consumed your energy and attention, I urge you to consider the source of all true riches. The wealth of this world is measured not in coins or accolades, but in the depth of your relationship with me. True richness is found in the quiet moments of prayer, in the gentle comfort of a spirit that is at peace, and in the unspoken bond between a creator and a beloved creation. Let go of the notion that fulfillment can be found in accumulation. The accolades, the wealth, the fleeting pleasures, they are but temporary signposts on a road that ultimately leads back to me. In the grand tapestry of existence, these things are but small threads, while my love weaves the fabric of eternity. When you embrace this truth, you will begin to see that the ultimate reward is not something that can be earned or bought. It is a grace that is already yours. There is a divine invitation extended to you at this very moment, a call to lay down the burdens of your restless striving and to rest in the safe haven of my love. Envision a place where you are free from the endless demands of the world, where the noise of ambition is replaced by the gentle murmur of a heart at peace. This is the sanctuary I offer, a refuge where you can find solace, renewal, and the strength to face each new day with hope. Imagine, if you will, a quiet retreat from the clamor of life, a sacred space where every worry is laid to rest and every burden is lifted. In this retreat, you are invited to reconnect with the essence of your being, to rediscover the joy of simply being, and to experience a love that fills you to overflowing. It is here, in the embrace of my presence, that you will find the truest form of rest, a rest that rejuvenates your soul and prepares you to walk forward in life with unwavering confidence. My beloved child, let this invitation not be a one-time call, but a daily practice. Each morning, before the world awakens in its relentless rush, take a moment to commune with me. Speak your heart's desires, express your gratitude for the blessings seen and unseen, and listen for the gentle guidance that flows from a deep connection with the divine. This daily communion will serve as the wellspring of strength and joy, a constant reminder that you are cherished beyond measure. Through this practice, you will come to recognize that life's challenges are not obstacles to your happiness, but opportunities to grow and to experience my transformative love. Every setback, every trial, becomes a stepping stone on the path to deeper understanding and a closer union with the divine. In these moments of communion, you are invited to lay aside the weight of your worries, to trust in a power greater than yourself, and to find renewal in the simple act of surrender. As you begin this journey back to me, envision a future where every step is bathed in the light of hope and grace. Picture a life where the struggles of the past are transformed into lessons of resilience, and where the scars of yesterday give way to the promise of a brighter tomorrow. In this future, the pursuit of worldly success is replaced by the pursuit of spiritual wholeness, a quest that leads to a richness of heart that no circumstance can diminish. Know that I am preparing a path for you, one that winds through valleys of understanding and climbs mountains of grace. Though the journey may be long and the road at times steep, rest assured that every step is guided by a love that never falters. The challenges you face are but a prelude to the boundless joy that awaits, a joy that is rooted not in the transient pleasures of life, but in the eternal, unchanging truth of my love. Even as the days turn into years and the seasons of your life ebb and flow, the promise remains. My love is steadfast, and my presence is constant. In moments of triumph and in times of trial, I stand beside you, a beacon of unwavering hope. Let this truth anchor you in times of uncertainty and remind you that no matter how far you may stray, the door to my embrace is always open. Every whisper of the wind, every ray of sunlight speaks to the continuity of this love, a love that transcends time, space, and every earthly measure of success. In every heartbeat, in every breath, there is a reminder of the divine connection that sustains you. And so, even when the path is obscured by shadows, know that the light of my presence is ever near, guiding you home. At this very moment, I invite you to step out of the shadows of relentless pursuit and into the radiant light of a love that fills you completely. Let go of the notion that you must earn your worth through ceaseless striving, or that your value is defined by the accolades of others. Instead, embrace the truth that you are already whole, already cherished, simply by being who you are, a beloved child of an eternal love. Take a deep breath, and in that breath, let go of every worry that has ever weighed you down. Surrender the need to chase after things that ultimately leave you empty, and trust in the promise of a love that is both transformative and all-encompassing. For in the quiet surrender of your heart, you will find a strength and a joy that surpass all understanding, a strength that lifts you up in the midst of life's storms, and a joy that resonates deep within your soul. As you stand at the threshold of this new chapter, remember that each day is an opportunity to renew your commitment to this divine connection. Do not allow the distractions of the world to steal away the moments you have been given to commune with me. Instead, cherish each encounter as a precious gift, a moment in which the true beauty of life is revealed in the gentle exchange between the human heart and the eternal spirit. In this ongoing dialogue, you will find the wisdom to navigate the complexities of life, the courage to face the unknown, and the peace that comes from knowing that you are held in an embrace that is infinite. Let every sunrise remind you of the promise of renewal, and every sunset assure you that the light of my love will never be extinguished, even as darkness falls. My beloved child, this is not a farewell, but an invitation, a call to return, to find rest, to be renewed in a love that transcends all earthly measures. Lay aside the pursuits that have left you weary, and embrace the abundant life that awaits in my presence. I am with you every step of the way, offering guidance, comfort, and a peace that surpasses all human understanding. In the quiet moments of your heart, may you always remember that you are not alone. My love is constant, my grace unending, and my promise eternal. As you continue on your journey, carry this truth with you, that the fullness of life is found not in the endless chase for that which is fleeting, but in the embrace of a love that is boundless, unconditional, and ever-present. Now, I call upon you once more. Speak to me. In these moments of silent communion, allow your heart to be still, and let your soul be nourished by the love that has always been your true home. I bless you today and every day, and my peace will accompany you wherever you go. We shall speak again soon, for this conversation is eternal, and the bond we share is everlasting. Remember, dear one, that you were never meant to run endlessly. You were born to be loved, cherished, and to live a life filled with the richness of a divine presence. Turn away from the illusions of the world and step into the light of truth, for in that light you will finally find the fulfillment your heart has longed for all along. May this message be the spark that ignites a transformation within you, a transformation that leads you home to the arms of a love that is as enduring as the stars and as deep as the ocean. And so, as you move forward, let your journey be a testament to the power of divine grace and the beauty of a life lived in true communion with the eternal. May you always find solace in this truth, my beloved child. You are deeply known, forever cherished, and eternally loved. In the vast expanse of time and the endless dance of creation, your heart has wandered through countless moments of longing and desire. There is a quiet power in pausing amid life's relentless pace, a stillness where the true voice of eternity softly speaks to you. In that stillness, you are invited to see beyond the ephemeral glitter of success, the transient applause of society, and the fleeting comforts that promise but never truly provide lasting fulfillment. For centuries, seekers of truth have found themselves in a similar place, caught in a web of desires, each strand a shimmering illusion that promises satisfaction, yet leaves the soul desolate. You, dear one, are not an exception. You have run through deserts of empty achievements and scaled mountains of temporary victories, all in pursuit of an unquenchable thirst for meaning. But the heart, that sacred vessel within you, was never meant to be filled with the dust of passing trends or the mirage of momentary pleasures. It was designed for an eternal embrace, a love that endures beyond the confines of time and space. In the quiet spaces between your thoughts, there is a profound truth waiting to be recognized, a truth that speaks of a love more real and more sustaining than anything the world can offer. It is not in the accumulation of accolades or in the incessant pursuit of material gain that you will find the treasure your soul seeks. Rather, it is in the gentle, ever-present love that has been with you from the very beginning, a love that remains constant even when the external world shifts and changes. As you move through the days and nights, you may feel the pull of a deep, unspoken yearning, a call to return to the source of all true life and beauty. It is as if every moment of struggle, every tear shed in silence, has been a quiet invitation to come home. And yet, the noise of the world, with its promises and deceptions, drowns out that inner call. The shimmering allure of success and the temporary highs of worldly pursuits may dazzle your eyes, but they do not fill the cavernous space inside. They only accentuate the hollowness that lies beneath. In the tapestry of your life, every thread, every moment of joy and sorrow, has been woven by a hand that knows the deepest secrets of your soul. The beauty of your existence is not measured by the fleeting applause of the crowd or by the transient comforts of material things. Instead, it is found in the profound and unchanging truth that you are deeply loved, cherished, and known by a presence that transcends all that is temporal. This love is the only treasure that endures, the one thing that remains constant amid the shifting sands of life. Imagine, if you will, a life where every step you take is guided by a peace that is not defined by the absence of conflict, but by the presence of a divine assurance, a promise that no matter where you wander, you are always held in an embrace that is as vast as the heavens. In such a life, the storms of doubt and the trials of the everyday would not overwhelm you, for within you burns a light that no darkness can extinguish. This light is the manifestation of a love that knows no bounds, a love that is the true source of all joy and fulfillment. For too long, you have been chasing after the mirage of the world, a mirage that glimmers in the distance but evaporates as you draw near. The temporary rewards of worldly pursuits, like shadows at dusk, vanish in the light of truth. And so, the endless pursuit leaves you ever longing, ever searching for something that seems just out of reach. The more you try to grasp these fleeting moments, the more elusive they become, slipping through your fingers like grains of sand. Yet, within you lies the potential for a different kind of life. A life marked not by the ceaseless chase, but by a serene awareness of the eternal love that surrounds you. In the quiet of your heart, you already know the truth, that the source of all true happiness is not found in the relentless pursuit of the temporal, but in the surrender to a presence that is as constant as the stars. Every moment you spend running after the shifting shadows of success and comfort only deepens the yearning for a fulfillment that is unattainable through worldly means. The deeper you go into this chase, the more you realize that these desires are but echoes of a deeper longing, a longing to be truly seen, truly heard, and truly loved. This journey, though it may seem filled with obstacles and false promises, is actually a call to a higher way of being. It is an invitation to step away from the distractions that obscure your vision and to rediscover the quiet power of a heart that is at peace. A heart that, when it pauses to listen, hears the whisper of a love that has been with you through every trial and every triumph. This love is not something to be earned or achieved. It is a gift that is already yours, a gift that has been patiently waiting for you to return home. As you reflect on the nature of your desires and the paths you have chosen, consider the possibility that true fulfillment is not something that can be found in the external world. Instead, it lies deep within you, waiting to be awakened by the simple act of surrender. When you let go of the exhausting race for approval and material gain, you open yourself to a peace that is profound and unshakable. It is a peace that comes not from the absence of conflict, but from the presence of a love that is larger than any worldly desire. The journey inward is not without its challenges. There will be moments when the shadows of doubt and fear seem to obscure the path, when the familiar patterns of striving and chasing resurface with renewed force. In those moments, Remember that every step you take toward the light of truth is a step away from the emptiness that has haunted you for so long. Every small surrender to the call of your inner being is an act of courage, a defiant stand against the relentless tide of worldly illusions. Consider the countless souls who have walked this path before you, each with their own struggles and triumphs. Their stories are woven into the fabric of time, each one a testament to the enduring power of a love that surpasses all human understanding. They too have experienced the lure of the temporary and the pull of the eternal. And like you, they have discovered that the true source of life's richness is not found in the fleeting moments of external success, but in the quiet, steadfast presence of a love that is everlasting. There is a beauty in recognizing that you are not alone on this journey. The call to return to a state of inner wholeness is echoed in the hearts of those who have come before and in the silent prayers of those who continue to seek a deeper meaning. In the midst of your struggles, take solace in the knowledge that every heart that beats is a testament to the divine spark within, a spark that, when nurtured, can ignite a fire of passion, purpose, and profound joy. As you navigate the complexities of life, allow yourself the grace to pause and reflect on the true source of your longing. Let the noise of the world fade into the background as you turn your attention inward, toward the still, small voice that speaks of a promise beyond measure. This is a call to a life of authenticity, where every moment is an opportunity to embrace the beauty of your true self, a self that is already whole, already cherished, and already complete in the eyes of a love that transcends all understanding. In the quiet moments of solitude, when the distractions of the world fall away, you may begin to sense the subtle yet unmistakable presence of a truth that has always been with you. It is the truth that you were never meant to be defined by your external achievements or by the fleeting opinions of others. Instead, you're defined by an inner light, a light that burns steadily even in the darkest of nights. This light is the manifestation of a divine love, a love that calls you to rest, to be renewed, and to embrace the fullness of life as it was always meant to be. Each step you take on this inward journey is a reclaiming of the truth about who you are. It is an acknowledgement that the constant pursuit of external validation can never fill the void within, and that the only true source of joy lies in the surrender to a love that is as enduring as time itself. In letting go of the relentless chase, you open up a space within your heart, a space where grace, peace, and deep fulfillment can reside. Know that this journey is not a destination to be reached, but a continuous unfolding, a daily renewal of the commitment to live in alignment with the truth of your being. With every sunrise, you are given a fresh opportunity to choose a path that leads to inner freedom, to a state of being where you are no longer bound by the illusions of a transient world, but are uplifted by the eternal promise of a love that is boundless and all-encompassing. In these quiet moments of transformation, you will begin to see that the true measure of life is not in what you accumulate, but in the depth of your connection to that which is eternal. Every act of surrender, every moment of stillness, is a declaration that you are ready to embrace the fullness of a life that has always been waiting for you. A life filled with purpose, joy, and an unshakable peace that transcends all worldly concerns. And so, dear one, as you continue along this path of self-discovery and renewal, remember that every step you take is a triumph over the fleeting allure of the temporary. Each moment of genuine surrender is a powerful reminder that you are not meant to be defined by the ephemeral, but by the timeless love that has been your true home since the dawn of your existence. Embrace this truth, let it seep into every fiber of your being, and allow the radiance of this divine love to illuminate even the darkest corners of your soul. There will come a time when you realize that the world's promises, no matter how enticing, are but shadows compared to the brilliant light that resides within you. When that moment dawns, you will understand that your journey was never about accumulating accolades or chasing after the unattainable. It was instead a pilgrimage toward a truth that is eternal, a truth that whispers softly in the quiet of your heart, inviting you to rest, to renew, and to fully embrace the life that was meant for you. In this grand tapestry of existence, where every thread is intertwined with moments of despair and ecstasy alike, you are invited to reclaim your birthright, the gift of a love so profound that it can heal every wound and mend every broken piece of your soul. Let this love be the foundation upon which you build a life that is not dictated by the transient achievements of the moment, but by the eternal promise of a connection that transcends all earthly measures. As you stand at the crossroads of desire and fulfillment, the choice before you is clear. Continue chasing the fleeting mirages of the world, or step into the light of a love that is unchanging, a love that is waiting to envelop you completely. The path is yours to choose, and with every step toward the truth, you move closer to a reality where the promise of everlasting peace becomes your daily experience. In the deep silence of the night, when the world is hushed and even the whispers of the wind seem to pause in reverence, your soul is invited to awaken to a profound truth. It is in these quiet hours, when your thoughts slow and your heart dares to listen, that you begin to sense a presence more real than any fleeting moment of worldly triumph. There is a steady, unwavering pulse that calls you to remember who you truly are, a reminder that beneath the layers of everyday striving lies a wellspring of eternal love and unfathomable peace. As you journey through the corridors of your inner life, each step reveals hidden chambers of grace and hope. The burdens you have carried, those heavy expectations, the endless race for validation, and the ephemeral trophies of success begin to dissolve in the light of this transformative awareness. You come to realize that the endless pursuit of that which is transient has only led you further from the heart's true home. Instead of searching in the shifting sands of material gain, you find yourself drawn toward the solid rock of a love that is immutable, a love that promises renewal with every breath you take. In this sacred solitude, every thought and every memory becomes a thread in the vast tapestry of your existence, a tapestry woven with moments of both joy and sorrow, of triumph and quiet despair. Each thread is not insignificant. Rather, it contributes to the masterpiece that is your life. The struggles you once saw as failures are reimagined as essential steps on the path toward a greater understanding of who you are meant to be. With each challenge comes a lesson, with each tear an opportunity for healing, and with every moment of surrender, the truth of your divine heritage shines a little brighter. Imagine, for a moment, standing at the edge of a vast ocean, a sea that stretches out infinitely before you. The gentle rhythm of the waves is a reminder that life, in all its complexity, follows a natural cadence. There is a time for the tides of excitement and a time for the calm of reflection. In the ebb and flow of your days, you are invited to trust that every high and every low is part of a divine symphony composed just for you. Even when the storm clouds gather, obscuring the light of day, the promise of dawn remains certain. You are never forsaken, for the same force that moves the heavens and the earth moves within you, stirring your soul to awaken to its true purpose. There is a beauty in vulnerability, a strength that emerges when you allow yourself to be seen in all your authenticity. In this vulnerable state, you let go of the pretense that you must be perfect, that every step must be measured against an unattainable standard. Instead, you open up to the reality that you are loved not for what you achieve or how flawlessly you perform, but for the mere fact of your existence. This unconditional love is not earned. It is given freely, a gift that has been with you from the very beginning. It is the light that guides you through the darkest nights and the beacon that calls you home when you have wandered far from your true path. As you continue to delve into the depths of your inner world, you may encounter moments when the echoes of past disappointments and lingering doubts threaten to obscure your vision. In these moments, remember that every shadow is cast by a source of light. The very challenges that once seemed insurmountable are, in truth, opportunities for you to grow stronger, to stretch the limits of your heart's capacity for love and compassion. Each time you choose to rise above the pain, to trust in the promise of renewal, you affirm the power of the spirit that dwells within you, a spirit that is resilient, compassionate, and ever hopeful. In the quiet reflection of your mind, you begin to notice that the world outside is but a mirror of the inner landscape of your heart. The clamor of society, the persistent calls for attention and recognition, all serve as reminders that true fulfillment is not found in the external noise, but in the silent sanctuary of your soul. It is here, in this inner refuge, that you discover the serenity that comes from knowing you are part of something far greater than yourself. Every challenge you face, every joy you experience, is imbued with a purpose that transcends the immediate moment, a purpose that is woven into the very fabric of your being by a love that is eternal. There is a timeless quality to the wisdom that emerges when you learn to trust in the unseen. With each quiet moment of reflection, you tap into a reservoir of insight that has been waiting patiently for you to return to it. This wisdom is not something that can be taught or measured by worldly standards. It is a quiet knowing, a deep understanding that arises from the recognition that you are a beloved child of a force that is both ancient and ever-renewing. It whispers to you that every trial is a stepping stone, every setback a precursor to a breakthrough, and every moment of surrender a doorway to deeper awareness. In the soft glow of early morning, as the first light of dawn breaks through the darkness, you are reminded that each new day is a fresh canvas upon which you can paint the story of your life. The brushstrokes of your existence, whether bold or gentle, create a masterpiece that is uniquely yours. You are invited to embrace each day with a heart full of gratitude, recognizing that every sunrise is a promise of hope, and every sunset a gentle reminder that rest and renewal are always within reach. In the quiet moments between night and day, you find the space to dream anew, to set aside the burdens of yesterday, and to step confidently into the possibilities that tomorrow holds. As you walk along the winding path of self-discovery, you begin to understand that the journey is not about the destination, but about the transformation that occurs along the way. Each step is a testament to your courage, each stumble an invitation to rise again. The path is illuminated not by the fleeting glimmer of success or the transient glow of external validation, but by a light that burns steadily within, a light that guides you through the labyrinth of life and leads you ever closer to the truth of who you are meant to be. In moments of quiet introspection, you may find yourself asking, "What is it that I truly seek?" The answer, as elusive as it may have seemed in the hustle of everyday life, becomes clear in the stillness of your heart. You seek a connection that is deep, authentic, and eternal. You yearn for a relationship with a love that is boundless and unchanging, a love that sees you not as a collection of mistakes and achievements, but as a precious soul worthy of endless grace. It is this love that offers solace in times of despair, that provides strength in moments of weakness, and that inspires you to rise above the limitations imposed by the world around you. In the gentle unfolding of your inner vision, you come to realize that the search for fulfillment is not about acquiring more, but about letting go. It is a call to release the tight grip on the illusion of control, to surrender the endless need to accumulate and achieve. In doing so, you create space within your heart for the miracles that can only be found when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be open, and to receive the abundance of love that is always available to you. This act of surrender is not a sign of defeat. but a powerful affirmation of your trust in the journey, a journey that is rich with possibilities and guided by an unseen hand that knows the way, even when the path seems obscured. Every time you choose to pause and listen to the quiet whisper of your soul, you are engaging in a sacred act of renewal. This inner dialogue, gentle and unhurried, is a conversation that has the power to transform every facet of your life. In the stillness, you are invited to shed the layers of pretense and to stand before yourself in all your raw, unfiltered truth. It is in this space that healing begins, where the wounds of the past are tenderly mended by the light of compassion and the warmth of understanding. Here, you rediscover the joy of simply being, of knowing that you are enough, just as you are, without needing to prove your worth or to measure your value against the ever-changing standards of the world. There is a sacred rhythm to life, a cadence that, when embraced, brings a sense of harmony to the chaos that often surrounds you. This rhythm is found in the simple act of being present, of fully engaging with each moment as it unfolds. Whether you are caught up in the excitement of achievement or the quiet solitude of reflection, there is a deep and abiding peace that lies at the heart of your existence. It is a peace that does not depend on external circumstances, but on the quiet certainty that you are held in an everlasting embrace, a promise that remains steadfast even in the midst of uncertainty. As you continue along this path of soulful exploration, you begin to see that the beauty of life is not measured by the accumulation of things, but by the quality of your connection to the divine. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion, every word spoken in love adds to the luminous tapestry of your existence. These moments, though they may seem small in the grand scheme of things, are the very essence of what it means to be alive. They are the threads that weave together a life of purpose and meaning, a life that is as rich and vibrant as the love that sustains it. In the quiet moments of reflection, you may also come to understand that the journey toward true fulfillment is not one that you walk alone. Along the way, you encounter countless souls who are on their own paths of discovery, each carrying their own stories of struggle and triumph. Their presence, like gentle echoes in the vast expanse of your heart, reassures you that you are part of a larger tapestry, a community bound together by the shared experience of seeking, of longing, and ultimately, of finding the light within. This interconnectedness is a source of strength, a reminder that even in your most solitary moments, you are never truly alone. There is an undeniable power in the act of reaching out to others, to share your story, to listen to theirs, and to recognize the common thread that runs through all our lives. In each encounter, there is an opportunity for healing, for growth, and for the deepening of the bonds that unite us as fellow travelers on this journey. When you choose to embrace the vulnerability of connection, you open the door to a richness of experience that transcends the limitations of the material world. You come to understand that every relationship, every act of shared compassion is a step toward a greater realization of your own worth and the worth of those around you. In the midst of all these reflections, a gentle reminder echoes within you, a call to action that is both simple and profound. It is an invitation to not only listen to the quiet voice of your soul, but to also share that voice with the world. In doing so, you become a beacon of hope for others who are lost in the labyrinth of endless pursuits, a guiding light that shows the way back to a love that is eternal and true. Every time you open your heart and speak your truth, you add to the collective chorus of voices that proclaim the beauty of a life lived in alignment with the divine. And so, dear one, as you continue to journey through the landscapes of your inner world, allow yourself to be transformed by the power of this love, a love that is patient, kind, and all-encompassing. Embrace the lessons that come with each step, knowing that every experience, whether joyous or challenging, is a vital part of the grand mosaic of your existence. In the gentle unfolding of your spirit, you are invited to surrender to the process of becoming, to trust that each moment of surrender brings you closer to the realization of your true self. As you slowly come to understand the magnificence of this inner calling, you begin to see that life is not a series of disconnected events, but a continuous flow of grace and opportunity. Every breath, every heartbeat, is a reminder that you are part of something infinitely larger than the sum of your accomplishments. The beauty of this realization is that it transforms your perspective on what truly matters. The superficial metrics of success fade into the background, replaced by an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the simple gift of being alive. In the quiet of your soul, you are invited to trust that every trial is a teacher, every joy a celebration of the divine spark within you. The path you travel is not always smooth or straight, but it is yours, a unique and sacred journey that unfolds in its own time. With each passing day, you learn to see the beauty in imperfection, the wisdom in vulnerability, and the strength in surrender. You come to understand that the quest for fulfillment is not a destination to be reached, but a process of continuous awakening, a process that invites you to be fully present in each moment, regardless of its form. And now, as the words of this message draw toward a gentle pause, I invite you to consider the possibility of sharing this light with others. In a world that is often overshadowed by the pursuit of fleeting achievements, there is an urgent need for voices that speak of hope, of transformation, and of a love that transcends all limitations. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel the stirring of truth within your soul, I warmly invite you to subscribe to our channel and share this message with those who may also be seeking a path back to the light. By subscribing and sharing, you become part of a community, a family of kindred spirits united by the desire to spread a message of genuine hope and transformation. Your support not only helps this message reach more hearts, but also contributes to a ripple effect of love and compassion that can change lives. In a time when the noise of the world can drown out the quiet call of the soul, your willingness to share this journey can be the spark that ignites a profound awakening in someone else's life. So as you continue on your own sacred path, remember that every act of kindness, every moment of openness, is a step toward a more compassionate and connected world. Let your heart be the light that guides others through the darkness, and let the strength of your truth inspire those around you to seek the beauty and depth of their own inner landscapes. Thank you for walking this path with me, for opening your heart to these words, and for considering the gift of sharing this journey with others. May the light of this message illuminate your days and fill your nights with a peace that is as enduring as it is profound. If you feel moved by what you have read, please subscribe to our channel and share this message with anyone you believe could use a reminder of the eternal love that awaits us all. Together, we can create a community where hope flourishes and every soul finds the strength to return home.